All right, ready to go here. Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. And we're underway here this afternoon. Swings through that one for strike two.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
Ball. Ball.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Strike two. This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. And now James Wood popped in the air, left field. Bader should have this one. Brings it in. Here's C.J. Abrams now. And first offering is fouled off. Young, the runner at first with two gone. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Runner takes off. Pitch inside. No throw. He's in there safely.
Ball two.
Got him looking. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Miles Michaelis. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, Boog, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. One down. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Here's Acuna. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you.
Ball, that's out.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's their second home run of the inning. So two down. William Contreras now at the plate. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Ripped to right. That is the inning. Top of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
No, that's
really
low.
good take, especially with two strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it's Luis Garcia. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. This to center field. Out number 2.
Ball one.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. That one to
Nope,
first,
that's foul.
and that's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
That's a ball.
That one way inside. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one hammered. Pulls it in on the warning track. In the air, right field. Cruz settles under this one. 2 up, 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team.
Ball 1.
Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. That's ripped into the outfield. And that is the third out of the inning. Digging in, Nasim Nunez. Clips the corner, 0-1. Swings through that one.
Ball 1. Nope. Outside.
Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the Nats lineup turns over. Dalen Lyle will hit next.
Ball.
Out towards right center field. Acuna on his way over. And that's the third out.
Leading off for the Giants, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
That's ripped. And this one could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double. And his second hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
This one in the air. Garcia drifts towards it. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So now with one away and a man at second. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Michaelis checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Man at second. Ground ball left side. Throws to first in time. In the air, right field. And that will end the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Single to right in his first trip.
Hey!
And a bunt towards third.
That ball's
and
foul.
Foul ball. The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful.
Aye.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
That's
I don't
a
like
ball.
to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a perfect pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Ball, that's
Next
low.
offering is downstairs. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Abrams
Hey.
stands in now and watches strike 1.
That's out.
Check
Hey.
swing called strike. And it's 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Ball.
On the ground right side. And a base hit knocks in a run. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cruz under it. And there's one away. Quick move to first. Marte dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
Dives and makes the catch. What a play. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That's a ball.
A little bit
Ball
low.
3.
Full count now. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Outside. That's a ball. Hey.
The 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Here's the third baseman, Brady House. Pitch misses
ball
inside. Ball 1.
Inside. Ball 2.
And that
Ball,
one hit
that's out.
97 on the gun. Right through there for a strike. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Hey.
That clips the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. In the air to left center. Bader on the move. And that is that. So the lineup flips over. Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit. Here's the swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Giants.
P.J. Poole gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely.
Dives
Got
back
him. That's an out.
Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's two away. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Check
Ball,
swing
that's
and a
off the
ball
plate.
outside. And it's 1-0. This one in the air. Nunez in position. And that ends the inning. That one fouled off.
Well, these Nats being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game.
Hey!
The Nats down by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's in there.
Two.
That is strike two. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Jacob Young digs in now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Yeah!
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
In the air to left center. Young on his way over. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting.
Cole Henry takes over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Bader up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Out to short. Abrams. Inning over on the ground out.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Hey!
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. Stays alive. Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. Dylan Cruz now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Gets the outside corner with that one. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. Strike 3.
Leading off for San Francisco, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A shot to the opposite field.
That's outside.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom of the 7th. Out towards left center. Young under it. And there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Henry measures 6 feet 4 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a sinker, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. This one in the air center field. Young under it. And there's 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. 1 for 3. Oh, and 2 now.
Ball 1. Nope, outside.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Now the throw to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And that's through there for a strike. 1 and 2. Chris, what type of stuff do you look for as a pitcher starts to get tired?
Well, I think velocity is always a good indicator, and what kind of swings are the hitters taking? That will tell you a lot.
3-2 now.
That's inside.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. That one pushed foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That's ball 2.
That one just misses.
That's inside.
Full count now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fans another, and that's 9 straight strikeouts. Righty reliever out of the pen, Jackson Rutledge.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there, out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Now, Mark Vientos rips that one to right. Reaching for it and brings it in. He's already homered here in this one. On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Quick toss to first. Acuna dives back in. Acuna runs. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Carrying well. And it's gone. Second home run of the inning. New arm out of the bullpen, Paxton Schultz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Out to short, Abrams. Fires to first in time. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense.
That is the inning. Harry Ford digging in for the Nationals.
Hey!
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Just missed the inside corner, and that's ball one. Into center. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down.
No, that's down.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Base hit, and they have their first hit since the first inning.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Duque Hebert.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him. So he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Man at first, one away. And that misses. Ball three. Late with the swing there.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
And that one finds its way through. And now two aboard.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Down to the last out for the Nationals. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. The tag's there, and that's the ball game. 8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Our starting pitcher in this one, Zach Gallen. And he lays down a bunt. Grabs it barehanded. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Gallen checks on the runner.
No, he's in there.
Chourio back in on a dive. The 0-1. Runner goes again. And that one fouled off. Check swing. Did he go? No.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tosses to first, one out in the top of the first. And now it's Mark Vientos. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Fouled off. He was late.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Bounce to Santana, and he handles it himself for the out. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw on to Santana. And that is Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there. That one in the dirt. Now 1-2.
Nope.
Really good
Outside.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful.
Hey.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And that drops in for a strike. This one in the air. Contreras should have this one. He makes the grab, and the inning is over.
For the Diamondbacks,
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second.
Hey.
Cade Stroud. First
Inside
offering
ball.
way inside, almost got.
Sometimes it takes a couple of pitches to get a feel, especially when you move from that bullpen mound into this game mound.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance.
Runner takes off, strike in there. Throw to second, tag, out at second. Out to short, Perdomo. Throw to first in time. Ketel Marte up to the plate. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas under it. And that is that. Back here at Chase Field, here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And fouled off. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch inside. And that's ball 2. Just off the outside edge. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. 1 out, man at first. Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. This one in the air center field. Brings it in. Gurriel gets a piece.
That's a ball.
And that is out of play. High fly ball right field. Acuna in position. And that is the third out. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Taylor Clark. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. Quick toss to first.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. On a bounce. Safe.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Throw to second. Safe. Now the 0-1. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Big situation, and here comes the big bat of Juan Soto. Grounded out his first time up. Line drive to short and caught. Back here in the desert as we go to the last of the third.
Now pitching, UK Hedberg.
Swings through that one for strike 1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Acuna under it. 1 up, 1 down. First pitch swinging. Still tied at 0. Last of the third.
Nope. Outside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. On the ground. And foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Ball one.
Pitch
That's
misses
ball
there.
two.
Ball two. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. A little bit low.
That's ball
Full
three.
count now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Stays alive. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Trying to send this to extra innings. Got him swinging.
For the Diamondbacks, number 37, Kevin Ginkel.
Now a move
Now
being
running
made
at
at second
second
base. Entering
number
as the pinch
15,
runner, O'Neal
O'Neal.
Cruz. Getting a little more speed out there. He represents the go-ahead run. Now a check on him at second. Back safely. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Swinging a foul out of play.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet.
Grounds one to short. Play at the plate. Safe. And they take the lead. Ground ball left side, could be two. Here's Marte for one. On to Santana, two. Base is empty after the double play. And now it's William Contreras. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is outside. And that's ball two.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Not in time. He's safe.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second.
Now
2 on and 2
Diamondbacks,
out.
Number
Big
38,
at bat coming up for
Wall.
Ketel Marte.
D-Wall.
And there's a foul ball. Yo, 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's
Off the plate,
outside.
ball 1.
And it's 1 and 2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in extra innings. In there. Sets him down on strike. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Right through there for a strike.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to
That's a ball.
shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
So the tying run at second. Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count. Next offering is downstairs. In the air, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Carroll in the box, lays off for ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Chorio settles under this one. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. We're tied at 1. A little bit low. Ball 1. He gets there on a slide. Over to first. And that's a great play for the...
For the Diamondbacks,
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Ryan Thompson. Thompson checks the runner. Marte back on a dive. On the ground to the left. Tosses across to first. One away here in the fifth. Now he steps out as time is granted. Move to second. Marte dives back in safely. This one in the air, center field. Thomas gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay throw to third. Safe. And the go-ahead runs at third. Big spot. And here comes Jackson Chourio. 1 for 2. And the runner's coming home. Puts a bunt down. Right side. Santana. And he takes it himself for the out. Back here at Chase Field. We're in extras here. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Man at second.
Ball.
Laser. Base hit. Arenado around third. And he dives in with the winning run, and they will walk it off in extra innings. Just about ready to roll. Jackson Chourio now at the plate. Trying to bunt his way on. Santana. Safe! And the go-ahead run is on with a leadoff single. Quick move to first. Tag. And he's picked off. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Santana. Now 2 away. So up next, Mark Vientos. To third, Arenado. Over to first. They don't come any. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ball.
That's out to center field. Chourio under it. Takes it in for the out. And a foul ball. Gets him to chase after that one. Got him looking. That's out number 2. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that one a little below the knees. And to count 1 and 2. Got him swinging. New pitcher on here. Cade Stroud.
Cade Stroud.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering misses.
Outside.
1 ball, 1 strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Now quick throw to first.
He's safe.
Acuna dives back in. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner on the go again. There's a ball. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. In the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. So here's Bader now. And there's the ball.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And another ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Going. Gone. A solo shot. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Next
Ball,
offering
that's
is
out.
outside. In the air to left center. Thomas on his way over. And there's 2 down.
Now pitching for the
Pitching
Diamondbacks,
change here. Paul
number
Sewell.
38.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Out to short. Perdomo gets it to first. And Contreras is. This is Corbin Carroll.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
1 down.
Ball, that's upstairs.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Hebert, 24 years old, and he's a native of Nicaragua. Brings it in with a nice run and grab. 2 away. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Yeah. That's a ball.
Foul ball there.
That's
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. Down.
For the
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Ryan Thompson.
Ryan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Hammered, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next to hit, Jackson Chorio. Carroll takes it in for the out. 1 away. Juan Soto
Up
now.
next for
0
San
for 1 so
Francisco,
far.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. On the ground, right side, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Runner on the go. He swings and fouls one off. Soto, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Runner goes again. Broken bat, rolling to first. But it kicks foul. Here's the 0-2. And down on strikes. 2 gone. Here's Acuna now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Hit softly on the ground to third. And it goes just foul. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Raging back towards the wall. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch. Back here at Chase Field as we go to the last of the third. Lourdes Gurriel.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Sandy Alcantara. Gurriel gets a piece. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The 0-2. And it's a strikeout for the Sandman. His second of the game. Hit on the ground to short. Tovar. To first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. 2 outs. Base is empty. At the plate, Alek Thomas.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
That one misses. And now 3-0. And there's ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Down low, it kicks away. And now a man into scoring position. Man on second, 2 down. 6 straight outside the strike zone. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. The shutout. And pitching in this game,
Leading off
Merrill
this
Kelly.
afternoon, the center fielder, number 1, Jackson Chourio.
Bunting for a hit. Marte, the underhand flip,
No, he's
but
in
he
there.
beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Now, quick throw to first. Chourio dives back in safely. Runner takes off. Pitch
That's a
inside. Throw there.
No, he's in there.
Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Strike in there. Throw safe. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, they left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
He was all over that one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Paul Sewall.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In the air to left center. Thomas gets under it. One down. One out man at first. And now it's William Contreras. Runner on the move. This one in the air right field. Fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Bounce to the left side. And that one handled. One at second. Double play. What a... Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Shortstop, number 2, Geraldo.
Ball, that's outside.
Perdomo.
On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw gets by him at second. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Big at bat coming up for Ketel Marte. And a swing and a miss there. Perdomo on second. Moreno at first with no outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit. But when you
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that is a big first out.
Hey!
Way out front for strike 2. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 on, 1 out.
Ball.
The 1-2. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Two aboard, two outs. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Ryan Thompson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now that's smacked to right center. That's a hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Runner on the go. Swing and a high fly ball to right. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Everybody.
Now at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit. One run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Number 43, Jonathan. Low,
runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Go to second. Out. On the ground to third. Base hit and a run in to score. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Juan Soto now. Still only one out here in the inning. Foul ball. Out to short. Perdomo throws to first in time. Out number two, and another run comes in. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Inside, ball one.
In the air, right field. And that is that. Back here at Chase Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Carlos Santana stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And it stays fair. And a good start to the inning. Gurriel goes 6 feet 3 inches, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Got him swinging, and that's 4 strikeouts. Next to hit, Ildemaro Vargas. Almost got him.
Inside, ball two. No, inside.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. Alec Thomas now. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Brings it in. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. On the ground, right side. Marte throws to first in time. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, number 52.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's the catcher to hit, William Contreras. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Takes it in for the out. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Santana. Bader is out. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Back here in the desert. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Now pitching.
Sandy Alcantara will take over here.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Nope.
Upstairs.
Ball, that's too high.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. This one in the air center field. Chorio under it. And there's one away.
Ball, that's out. That's a ball.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Arizona with just 1 out left. Carroll in the box now. No balls and a strike. They're down to their final strike. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ball, that's
really
off
good
the plate.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one way inside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And now
That's
it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game. One down.
Batting second, the
Martin
third baseman,
Cervinka now at the plate.
Cervinka.
Hit on the ground to short. Kim fires over to first. Ground ball right side. Kim tosses to first. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Cervinka will hit next. He's grounded out a couple of times. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 6-2. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Robbie Perkins. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throws to second. And he's out. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Robbie Perkins.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Next to hit, Kwan Galigalau. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at first, one away. In the air to left center. 1 down. And now the first baseman, Kwan Galigalau. Base knock right field. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The relay throw, not in time. He's safe. One out, man at first. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. On the ground, right side. Menchik slings to first in time.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
Base hit into center field. Kim headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead. It's the WBC. Glad to have you back. Bottom 4, Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
It gets down, base hit. And a good start to the inning. First and second, one out. Teruaki Sato will hit next. 1 for 3. Hit hard but foul off to the left. 2 on, 1 out.
No, that's outside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. First and second, 1 out. Teruaki Sato, the next to hit. Back up the, oh, that got him. And now, Teruaki Sato, 1 for 2. And here's the catcher, Teruaki Sato.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 on, 1 out.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
And that one almost hit him.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third. First and second, 1 out. Teruaki Sato now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Two on, 1 out.
Ball.
Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is even, 2-2. That one missed. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right back to first. Second, 1 out. Teruaki Sato digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Two on, one out.
Ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Left field, way back there. That's got a chance. And Teruaki Sato will hit next. 1 for 2. That one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. 0-1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third. He did not go around. The 1-1. In the air, left side. First and second, one out. Teruaki Sato, the next to hit. 1 for 2.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 on, 1 out. Up and in. 2 balls, no strikes.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. On the ground to first. First and second, one out. Teruaki Sato now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Out towards right center field. First and second, one out. Teruaki Sato digs in now.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Foul ball there. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now a pop-up on the... And now the catcher comes up to him. Teruaki Sato, 1 for 3. Double play. Here's the catcher, Teruaki Sato. 0 for 3 in this one. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. One out man at first. And now the first baseman, Martin Mujic. That one pushed foul. Here comes the 0-1. line to right center field. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. One down.
Now batting,
Masataka
left fielder,
Yoshida, the next to hit.
Yoshida.
The 0-1. Right back. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. And first offering is fouled off. One down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Foul ball there. And now the 0-1. Liners. So here's the cleanup hitter, Masataka Yoshida. Here comes the 0-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Ball outside.
Comes up empty as he Masataka Yoshida digs in now. In the air, left.
Hee-haw!
Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. So up next, Masataka Yoshida. On the ground,
Foul
right
ball.
side, and foul ball. The 0-1.
Ball, that's in.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. Grabs it right. One down. Now the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Relay to second. The tag, and they cut him. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
Nope, ball.
The 1-0. Out towards right center field. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And that quickly to one down. Masataka Yoshida getting ready to hit.
Masataka Yoshida.
Ripped on a line to center. And there's 2 away. Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
In the air to left center. Lee on his way over. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. One down. Masataka Yoshida will hit next.
Masataka Yoshida.
That's a ball.
And the 1-0. Out towards right center field. On. And now Masataka Yoshida.
Nope, that's in.
That smash towards center. One down. And here is Masataka Yoshida. High fly ball out to left field. That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
First pitch swinging.
One down. Now the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
Yoshida.
And it's fouled away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Won't get to this one in the alley. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay throw. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one. One down. And Cullen digs in now.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Ball.
That's to third. Throws to first. Welcome back to the World Baseball Classic. On to the third inning. And Cullen now at the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
One down. Now here is Ann Cullen.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Runner on the move. Out towards right center field. Burke has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Welcome back to the World Baseball Classic here at Tokyo Dome in Tokyo, Japan. Now the number 2 hitter, and Lin.
Well, these players digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
1 down. So 2 down, and now the DH, and Lin. Foul ball there. Here's your 1. And he chases that one below the zone.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
2 down, nobody on. In the air to left center. Whitefield on his way over. Next is the designated hitter, and Lin. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Got him. Yep. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And Lin. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate.
Hee-haw.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one out.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Ripped to third, but handled. And all loaded up. And Lin will hit next. Ground ball to the right side. Tosses to first. Out to his.
Kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The 1-0. In the air to left center, and that'll fall for a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard. Stepping in, Travis Bazzana.
Game this afternoon, the second baseman, number 64, Travis Bazzana.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The 1-0. And foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air center field. Digging in, Travis Bazzana.
This afternoon, the second baseman, number 64, Travis Bazzana.
That one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Ball.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Timing on the swing.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Fouled off. He was late. And now the 0-1. Fouled off left side.
That's a ball.
Burke off of first with 2 away.
Ball.
In the dirt. Two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2 now. Nice grab. Throw to first, and they get the out. Go ahead run on base. Travis Bazzana digs in now. 1 for 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Can't reach this one. It gets down. Here comes the runner. Relay throw home. Safe. It's 3-2. 1 down. And here is Travis Bazzana. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And the 0-1. Popped up, and that's a foul ball. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Got him. Leading off, Travis Bazzana. The 0-1.
Ball. Outside.
Line drive. And that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Back to the top of the order. And now Travis Bazzana led off this game with a double. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Chen on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the
Ball. That's up.
Two on, 2 outs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two and 1 now. That one to first. Makes a sliding stop. And it beats it. What a play. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Travis Bazzana now at the plate. 1 for 3. In the air to left center. Chen on the move. He's got it. That is the inning. So runner at second. 2 down. Travis Bazzana the next to hit. Foul ball. Here bottom 9 and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Burke coming home. In comes the run from second. The tag, and that's the ball game. Stepping in, Travis Bazzana. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. In the air, left field. Chen turns to the right on the move. In Travis Bazzana. Out to leading off Travis Bazzana.
Heck!
And a swing and a miss. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Cut up. Stepping in, Travis. Bazzana.
No, that's low. Ball.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Got him. Digging in, Travis Bazzana. In the air, right field. Leading off, Travis Bazzana. And the 1-0. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Stepping in, Travis Bazzana.
This afternoon is the second baseman, number 64, Travis Bazzana.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
Fooled on that pitch. Got a little anxious.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Taking in, Travis Bazzana. Here's your 1.
That's a ball.
Right side, and that's just foul. 1-2 now. No question about this one. It's out of here. Runners in the corners here, 1 away. Hyun-Min An, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Runners at the corners, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Can't get there, one run will score. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 8-2. Coming up on the first pitch, Kwan Galigalau getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Laureano on the move. He's got it. One pitch and one out. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. 2 down. And here's the catcher, Robbie Perkins. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Song settles under it. And that is that. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki has a beat on it. 1 down.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. Moinello, 30 years old now, and he was born in Cuba. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. To the right side. Galigalau takes it himself, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Manny Machado in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Strike 2. And down on strike. Back here at Petco Park, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Teruaki Sato digs in now. Line drive to short and caught.
That is it. The shortstop, Martin Cervinka.
And that one fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Popped up. And there's 2 away. Digging in, Munetaka Murakami.
Munetaka Murakami.
Popped in the air, left side. Bogarts under this one. And that is that. Back here in San Diego, here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano.
Now pitching, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Bogart swings through that one.
Nope, that's a ball.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Miguel Andujar at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that's a strikeout.
For the Padres,
Welcome back, and
number
here comes the
22,
closer, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider.
Miller.
It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw to second. Bounces out at second. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 1-1. Late on that fastball. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss at 100. No chance. Swings through that one.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. And ring him up. Back here at Petco Park. Set for the bottom of the third. Sung-Mun Sung now at the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1. On the corner for a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. One up, one down. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they do get the out. Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Swings through it for the out of the so back to the top of the order. Kwan Galigalau getting ready to hit. Morejon throws over, and he's back in safely. This one in the air, center field. Merrill gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
That's out.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out towards right center field. Tatis gets under it. And that is that. Bottom four. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. New pitcher on here, Andre Satoria. Tap foul at the plate. Man at second. Check swing. Went around, and it's 0-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Puts the glove on him. One gone on the strikeout.
That's really frustrating right there. Should have had plenty of time to move up safely with the ball getting away, but they still threw out the runner.
And fouled off. Fought off foul. One down. Winning run on first. In the air, right field. Suzuki under it. 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Machado in the box now. No balls and a strike. Tatis runs. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging.
For the Padres,
Runner in scoring
number
position.
56,
No outs.
Jeremiah.
Robbie Perkins digs in now. Inside move to second. And he's back in on a dive. Flied out his first time. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Move to second. Lee back in on a dive. Runner edges away at second.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. High fly ball, right field. Tatis settles underneath it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Save! And the go-ahead runs at third. Now it's the shortstop, Martin Cervinka. He's 0 for 1. Not close with that one. And that is ball 1. This one in the air, center field. And that's the third out. We're in extras here. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. And that drops in for a strike. Into center. Grabs it on the run. 1 away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Ball 1 to Bogarts. Winning run stands at second. And here's a slow roller. Glendinning in plenty of time to first. The winning run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that. Here's Miguel Andujar. Yeah, that's fouled off. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit.
Great effort as he's able to pitching. Go ahead run on base. Munetaka Murakami now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. There's a swing and a miss. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. Only play is at first on the throw from shallow right. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third. And that one fouled off.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Fouled off down the right side. The 0-2. To the right side. On to France. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. Went down on strikes his first time through. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Here comes the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. A 2-run shot, and they slide in front in the 6th. It's 2-0. Ron Marinaccio on the pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2 down, nobody on. And here in extra innings. Out towards right center field. And that is that. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Sung-Mun Sung. Get
Now pitching, Youngkin Ryu.
this one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And a swing and a miss.
That's a ball.
Strike 2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Padres with only 1 out remaining. Fermin in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Man on second, 2 down. Right side. And that is the ball game. 2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. And getting the start for Arizona, Michael Soroka. This one in the air, center field. Thomas in position, takes it in for the out. And that one hammered, carrying well. And it is gone. A solo shot. And here's the catcher, Robbie Perkins.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nope.
Soroka goes 6 feet 5 inches, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2015. 2 away. Late with the swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the K. Had him ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill, Andre Satoria. Perdomo in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-2 now. On the ground, right side. Gallegos takes it to the bag. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Now the number 2 hitter, Gabriel Moreno.
Ball 1. Hey!
That one a little bit high. 2-1. In the air, right field. Out, number 2.
Hey!
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Ball.
And that's down and away. Got him. That ends. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Cade Stroud.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Thomas on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Munetaka Murakami. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Jackknifes out of the way. Two and 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2-2 on the way. And down on strikes. That's out number 2. That one ripped right center field. Way back there. It's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Kevin Ginkel.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in the desert, bottom of the second. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now pitching.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto into the game. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yoshinobu. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Just missed. Now a quick throw to first. And he dives back in safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Man at first, one away. Runner on the move. And a count 1-2. That one missed. Off the mark there. And the count's full. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Ball, that's low.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Runner takes off.
Ball
Pitch
two.
misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Next to hit for Arizona, Ildemaro Vargas. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Out to center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back to start the 3rd, and there's a new arm on the mound, Paul Sewald. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And a quick out, number 1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
At the plate, Jung-Hoo Lee. High fly ball, right field. Carroll takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Robbie Perkins digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way off. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hit.
Dives and he can't hang on. That one fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that'll do it. Back here at Chase Field, last chance for the home team. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Inside, ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That ball went out.
Just off the outside edge. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And he walked him.
That's ball 4.
And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. Just off the inside edge. That one catches the corner for a strike. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Murakami to second. They get the double play. And just 1 out to go now. Base is empty after the double play. Gabriel Moreno will hit next. Flied to right his first time. That catches the corner. They're down to their final strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him, and that's the ball game. 1-0. All right, ready to get underway. Kwan Galigalau now at the plate. And we're underway from San Diego.
Ball upstairs.
This one in the air, center field. Merrill on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 down.
Batting second, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Foul ball there. Lee goes 6'1", batting second in today's lineup, and he's a native of South Korea. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. So digging in, Robbie Perkins. That one finds the corner. That's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Stepping in, Jackson Merrill. And that is out of play.
Ball.
Got him. Now 1 away. Ball one to Bogarts. Gonna count 1 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Here comes Manny Machado. And that drops in for a strike.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And a big swing and a miss. That one fouled off. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swings and misses. Back here at Petco Park, here's the left fielder, Teruaki Sato. Out towards right center field. Tatis on the move to the gap. 1 up, 1 down. Bogarts in plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. So up next, Munetaka Murakami. Swinging a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Swings and misses. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the second baseman, Sungmun Sung. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Jake Cronenworth in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Now pitching.
Hyunjin Ryu takes over on the mound. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Base hit center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The 0-2. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Fights it off. He'll see another. Off the mark there. 2-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And he walked
No,
him.
that's a ball.
And he heads
Take the
down to
base.
first as a potential
Batting
go-ahead
ninth,
run
the second
after
baseman,
that long AB ends in a
Wednesday.
walk. So a change being made at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Ha-Seong Kim. He represents the go-ahead run, so they hope some extra speed will help with that. Runner on the go.
That's outside.
Ball outside. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw to
Safe.
third.
Beat the throw.
Safe.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
High fly ball lifted into air right field. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. In to score from third. And it's 1-0. Kong Kwan Galigalau, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one ripped to left. He's there. He's got it. Back here in San Diego. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel.
Now pitching, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Curveball over for a called strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One out man at first. Next for the Padres, Manny Machado. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 2 away. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one clips the corner. Here goes the runner. On the ground right side. And it's just foul. That was close. This could end it. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. On to first. Ball game. And a 1-0 final score here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John. right, just about ready for baseball. Kwan Galigalau getting ready to hit. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Up the middle, Perdomo fires to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done. So digging in, Robbie Perkins. Fouled off down the right side. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning. And first offering is fouled off. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homer. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Paul Sewald.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field, and it falls. And that's a one-out single. Here's the third baseman, Munetaka Murakami. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. And a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. That one fouled off. Foul ball there. Two on, one out. In the air to left center. Gurriel trying to get there. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. Out number 2. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Ryan Thompson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's 5-0. Next to hit, Robbie Glendening. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. On the ground to third, Arenado sends it to first, and they're happy to. Back here in the desert, and towing the slab in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
That's a ball.
That catches the corner. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Gabriel Moreno in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Aye.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that is downstairs. 3-1. Swings through that one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. That misses the zone. Ball one.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
That's off the inside corner. Ball three. In the air, left field. Sato on the move towards foul ground. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. This is Corbin Carroll.
Ball one.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the three-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
From the Diamondbacks,
Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Jonathan Loaisiga.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Ball, that's low.
Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. That one to first and foul ball. On the ground to short, could be 2. Here's Marte for 1. On to Santana, 2. Back here at Chase Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Nolan Arenado stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
now pitching, Andre Satoria.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. In there at the knees for a strike. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2.
Ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and 1 away.
Hey.
The 0-2. Swings through it for the K. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs. Gurriel in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging for the new pitcher on here, number 52.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have this.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. That one felt good. Munetaka Murakami now at the plate. On the ground, right side. Over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for San Francisco, the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
In the air, left field. Gurriel in position. 2 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up. That one drilled left field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
He was all over that. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Galigalau at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Quick move to first, and he's back in easily. The 0-1. On the ground to the left. The throw to first, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in the desert, set for the bottom of the 3rd, Ildemaro Vargas stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Now pitching, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Ball, that's outside.
That catches the top part of the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Stays alive. On the ground, Glendinning. Acrobatic throw for 1, and that's all they'll get.
That's a ball.
Oh, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Perdomo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball.